Starting lineups for today's game between the Raptors and Pacers. For the Raptors, Jordan Lloyd, Malcolm Miller, Richard Solomon. Malcolm rebounds a couple of days ago against the New York Knicks and ably brought the ball across the timeline. Malcolm Miller also played well in that game against. Here is Holiday. Comes around the screen and calmly knocks down that. Good ball movement by the Pacers.
Rotational player. Rebounding the basketball, running the length of the court. I think this game really suits all the things that he's really good at.
Brian Bowen the second with a corner three ball, and Indiana's up 8-2. Malcolm Miller threads it. Dennis Scott would love the fact that he left that gooseneck for a few seconds after hitting the shot. Once again, Brian Bowen the second. Thompson into the corner, and that three ball is good. That's Richard Solomon. And here's Brian Bowen the second again. Hits ahead for Toronto. That's DeJuan Hernandez keeping the handle. Malcolm Miller from... Thompson hits a left wing three. Holiday got the shoulder into his man and scored over the big.
Who you talk mess to?
Nice take.
Teams are the ones elected to play at the next level. But now when you're at the next level, the talent that you're playing with is different. And guys aren't going to run the lane. A bit about why is it so important for young guys to maximize this space while playing in Summer League?
Well, it's all part of a process. You know, only you have to earn your spurs, and this is all part of it. And, you know, the good news is that so much has happened with player development in the Summer League, leading to
the state of Nevada, all over the world. It's a big deal, as you know. And nice laying there by DeJuan Hernandez, acting in that first game on Friday night. The Pelicans have now pulled him out of Summer League play. It's been widely talked about that he needs to get in
to get a shot. That more power to him. But if he's not there, that's not going to happen. So we'll wait and see.
There's so many talent.
Before you guys took over, it was the 12 best basketball players, and we'll work it out.
Correct.
And that didn't work.
The international game is a little different than the NBA game. And the big difference is it's a 40-minute game. It's not 48. And a 48-minute game take over USA Basketball, and I said, I'll do it, but I have a couple of conditions. One was free autonomy, total autonomy that existed politically, etc. But I also was very aware of what was happening internationally, how they gap it close. First meetings I had, eyeball to eyeball with each of them, LeBron and Kobe and Wade and Carmelo and all the guys who were our Olympic coaches and Olympic athletes. If you were a fly on the wall, a basketball fly, you wanted to be in that room because everyone was there. And Popovich was number one in terms of who they thought would do the best job. Number two on the list was somebody not even coaching. Chicago area guys, ethnic, working class, lunch bucket communities that they came from.
To make that transition from college to this stage, with all the tangibles that he brings to the collegiate game, to the NBA stage.
Rick Hamlet, Karan Butler, we have Dennis Scott with us as well. And Dennis, I know you were listening as we were talking with Jerry Colangelo. I would just like to know a couple, a takeaway or two.
Superstars and 4 role players. You know, things like that we had never seen before at Tough Juice, and I think that's the new way. More guys are willing to share, more guys are willing to
do. Did a remarkable job of touching on the fact that superstars playing with one another and opening up that conversation. But now it's like it's a thing because, one, you want to be in a respective city where in an organization where you can win basketball games, enjoy the city.
Hernandez down to 5 on the shot clock, off glass and good. He has 12.
So I'm watching other teams as well. So, but from our standpoint, you know, we want to see guys get better and kind of see how they might mix in at some time.
19 to the San Antonio Spurs. I'm watching on draft night, and the Indiana Pacers with Domantas Sabonis, with Miles Turner. There's no we keep it real here. Brogdon.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Right.
I mean, what a difference-making move to get a Malcolm Brogdon. And obviously,
agents and trying to, you know, I was in a win-now mode all the time, building around a player like Tamika Catchings. You know, that's what those skills.
By Indiana in 2018. Big thanks again to Kelly Krauskopf, Assistant General Manager of the Pacers, for joining us. And it's tapped up and in by Bryant. And the rebound to Demps. Bowen. Wrap around behind the back pass. And that's a highlight, ladies and gentlemen. No, what else do you say? Like, if you're encouraging somebody to shoot, what do you say?
Tell him to leave it. Get it up. Leave it.
Catching is nodding his head. Yeah.
Yes, thank you now. Don't forget about me now.
Added another 2-3 years to that career.
Darius Thompson off glass. Ladders on the baseline. And then Lloyd gets all the way back into play, goes over the first row.
Back to the second row, Rick. Come on, come this way.
Jordan Lloyd fighting hard, hungry, looking for a roster spot with these Raptors. Malcolm Miller, yes, line drives it home. And Dennis, he left just over 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Don't see not a single set and all shots being taken high in the shot clock. Passes, Indiana possession, I heard shoot that every time.
Davis with a lob / alley-oop. That was.
Got to get some space right here for Holiday to operate.
Down to 3, down to 2, and that shot is swatted.
Couch for the general manager back in the day in Orlando, hoping for a great job. And for some of the new listeners, they maybe say, well, why for that tough juice? So sometimes in our business, you make tough decisions. That was the tough one, but at least the reward came out in a big way.
3D, I thought you did a remarkable job. That was a chance that the Lakers wasn't willing to take.
Well, the Boston Celtics were rumored to be in it for Anthony Davis, right? They have all these drafting moves for Anthony Davis in terms of getting a player that might be on a one-year rental. And Karan, as Aaron Holiday puts it in, high off glass.
Not utilizing him too much, playing the long game, knew it was going to be a marathon of the season. Got him prepared for the real second half of the season, which was the playoffs. And you have to be a true point guard. And the best way to be a true point guard is, you know, sharing the wealth. You know, you want guys to run lanes, go out there, and the first thing that happened was Rick Carlisle, Dirk, and Jason Kidd, and Jason Terry, and all those guys, specifically what the Utah Jazz have done in this free agency period, acquiring Mike Conley and getting some more shooting.
Boy, can't hit. 13-2 run for Toronto to build this 12-point lead. Aaron Holiday, yes. And that one felt good. Terrence Davis almost traveled, defended well by Alize Johnson. He got that off in time, and took 25 or more shots. Dennis, you first. How were you feeling on those nights when you got 25 shots or more?
I was feeling good, and my teammates knew I was feeling good.
I'm a little bit surprised that you took 25 or more shots 6 times. You strike me as like a 19-shot guy, 21 shots, 22 shots, 25 shots, 1,500, okay. Hey. He only played in 1,072 games.
He played in 1,072?
Yes.
So I'm going to say
19 times.
Oh, wow.
You guys collectively took more than 25, 15 times.
Right, exactly.
And you guys, he's had a nice game as well. Toronto was outscored Indiana 48-31 here in the second half, and it's all over. The Raptors win it 94-79, moving to 2-2 in the 20.